Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, Hut, welcome back to the Prospect Hut version of the Baseball Hut, and hope you like this video. So, a couple of announcements. The Mets have promoted two of their prospects. One they picked up for Freddie Peralta, Emilian Petrie. They picked him up from the Rays for Peralta. He's pitched terrible, by the way, for them. And they also promoted, and he's going from AA to AAA. This is after he hit 322 and AA, both the Mets and the Rays. And they've also announced that Elian Pena, the kid they signed a couple years ago, who had been in St. Lucie this year, is going to Brooklyn, starting on Tuesday. So that's big news. He's the youngest player in the New York Penn League. And he's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see how he performs there, because that is not a very forgiving place to play if you're a left-handed hitter. But that is big news because of his age. And he's not going to be too far away from the majors now. But this is the update for you, what's going on in the major with the minor leagues Mets this last couple of days. I don't have Sunday yet. Billy Amick, Emilian Petrie shine in AA Friday. Now, obviously, Petrie is now going to AAA. Billy Amick's got 30 home runs, by the way. Since he's been in the AA. Friday saw losses across the Mets organization. The only club to secure a win was the DSL Mets Orange, who shut out DSL Marlins 3-0. The remaining teams all took losses. Oh, that sucks. Including the Syracuse Mets registering 2 losses due to their Thursday game being postponed. I would mention the Met minor league system has picked up a lot since they brought in all these players from the draft and these trades. The energy is much, much better. AA, however, saw 2 newer Mets have strong games. Emilian Petrie went 2 for 3 with a walk, and Billy Amick drove in 2 runs and went 2 for 4. He's now hit, 8 home runs in 13 games? It's crazy. AAA, excuse me. The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, in the makeup game, defeated the Syracuse Mets 4-2. Nick Morabito went 1 for 3. He should be in the majors. The Mets should have gotten rid of Luis Robert Jr., and he should have replaced him. 2 RBIs and a home run. Christopher Morel went 1 for 4. Ryan Clifford went 0 for 4 to strikeout. He is getting awfully close to getting bumped out of this list. This prospect list. Syracuse and Jacksonville picked up their game from Friday after it was suspended Thursday. Jumbo Shrimp added 1 more run in the 7th via a Johnny Olmstead sac fly to secure a 4-2 Jacksonville win. On the mound, Dan Hammer pitched 2 innings, struck out 2. And the next game, the second game, the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp defeated the Mets 7-2. Nick Morabito 1 for 3. Ronnie Mauricio 1 for 3. Eric Wagaman went 1 for 2 with a walk. The Mets went with a bullpen game in Game 2 against the Jumbo Shrimp, throwing 5 arms to piece together 9 innings. Notably, Matt Seelinger threw 1 in the 3rd innings, scoreless innings, while punching out 2 batters. Matt Seelinger in the time in AAA has got an ERA of 3.88. In AA, the Portland Sea Dogs crushed the Binghamton Rumble Ponies 10-3. Mitch Voigt went 1 for 5 with a run scored. Emilian Petrie went 2 for 3 with a run scored. Billy Amick went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. The Ponies were routed by the Sea Dogs 10-3 Friday night. Starter Noah Hall had his worst start of the season, allowing 8 earned runs on 11 hits and 3 2/3 innings. Mitch Voigt recorded another base hit, but went 1 for 5. Hall went 3 2/3 innings, gave 11 hits, 8 earned runs, 2 walks, and 2 home runs. In High A, the Cyclones lost to the Jersey Shore Blue Claws 2-1. Ronald Hernandez went 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Antonio Jimenez went 1 for 2 with a run scored. Sammy Stafora went 0 for 3 with an RBI. I don't really mention anything. Jimenez had the triple. Luke Gabrish pitched 4 innings, gave no earned runs, a hit, and 6 strikeouts. St. Lucie Mets, they lost 3-2 to the Jupiter Hammerheads. Shortstop Dylan Carey went 1 for 3. Wyatt Vincent went 1 for 3. Julio Aloy went 1 for 4. St. Lucie was another Mets farm team to lose by a run Friday night. Jupiter scored 3 runs in the first 2 innings, which included a Cam Cole Zeal solo shot to lead off the game. Mets scored that 2 runs via a 2-run home run by Dylan Carey in the 7th. Elliot Pena was left out of the starting lineup Friday, but went 0 for 1 when he pinch hit for Cooper Schulte in the 9th. I will continue on with the scanner reports. A little behind, but we'll catch up. Jonathan Jimenez pitched 3 innings, struck out 2, and gave up a walk. And the DSL Nationals crushed the DSL Mets Blue 18-17. They just crushed the pitching. Jesus Manaea went 2 for 5 with 3 runs. Elvis Teran went 1 for 5 with 3 runs batted in. Adrian LaRosa went 2 for 4 with 2 runs batted in. The DSL Mets Orange, their only team that won on Friday, won 3-0 against the Marlins. Henry Manrique went 2 for 4. Dave Aramis went 1 for 4. Michal Mercedes went 1 for 3. And it's the action on Saturday. Mitch Voigt and Reimer lead Binghamton to 14 runs. Now, of course, please hit the subscribe button. The Binghamton Run Ponies were right back at it on Saturday, scoring 14 runs. The team was led by Mitch Voigt, reached base 5 times. Jefferson Rojas reached base 3 times, and Jacob Reimer reached base 4 times. Meanwhile, Aiden Robbins had his best professional game, going 3 for 4 and launching his first pro home run. Obviously, he was drafted this past July. I'll get it right. This past July. And he's a very promising prospect. Syracuse defeated the Jumbo Shrimp 4-3. Nick Morabito went 2 for 3 with a stolen base. MJ Melendez still around, went 1 for 3 with a home run. Ryan Mauricio also still around, went 1 for 4. The top of the lineup carried them to victory. Melendez launched the go-ahead homer in the 8th inning. On the mound, Zach Franklin went 1 inning, gave up a hit, struck out 1. This guy they got for Royce Brazabon from the White Sox. Austin Warren pitched 1 in the 3rd innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, and a strikeout. Chris Davinsky back with the Mets. Made his second appearance after signing a minor league deal with the Mets. Gave up 1 walk, struck out 4 in 2 innings. In Double-A, the Run Ponies crushed the Sea Dogs 14-2. Beat them up like a dog. Mitch Voigt went 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored, 2 walks, and a double. His OPS right now is 1270. It's solid. That's solid for the first 3 weeks. Shortstop Jefferson Rojas went 2 for 5 with 2 runs batted in, a walk. His OPS in Double-A is 811. Jacob Reimer, who had been on the injured list, went 2 for 4 with an RBI, 2 runs scored, 2 walks. His OPS 744. Very solid. Numbers are starting to really pick up for him. John Bay went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a walk. His OPS is 809. He's an interesting guy. One of these independent league guys, a guy that just signed as a free agent. Got to keep an eye on these guys because they will be part of the future of baseball. Boyd now has a 1270 OPS since being promoted from Brooklyn. Rojas, the top 100 prospect in baseball, has his Double-A OPS at 811. And of course, Reimer has been in the group since return from injury as he's raised his OPS by 20 points over the last week and a half. On the mound, another guy, Gabe Davis, the 6'9" Wookie, went 3 in the 3rd innings, gave up a hit, a run scored, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. And of course, he came from Oklahoma State, played with Carson Bench and Nolan McLean. Justin Armbruster pitched an inning and 2/3, gave up 2 hits, 1 run, no earned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. His ERA is 0.59. So Davis is listed at 6'9", made his second start with the organization, and only lasted 3 and 3rd innings. An error and control issues forced an elevated pitch count, and he was removed after 65 pitches. He did only allow a single hit, no runs, struck out 4. Okay. In Brooklyn, the Cyclones defeated the Jersey Shore Blue Claws 1-0. Aiden Smith went 2 for 4. Jamari Baylor went 1 for 3 with runs scored. Aiden Smith's OPS right now is 772. That's pretty good. Chase Meagers went 1 for 3 with an RBI. The lone Brooklyn run came in the 8th inning when Meagers reached on a fielder's choice and scored Baylor. Smith was the lone Cyclones with multiple hits. He is hitting .382 with 1230 OPS since joining the organization. A right-handed pitcher, Jose Chirinos, went 6 2/3 innings, gave 2 hits, 5 strikeouts. Calvin Ziegler pitched 2/3 of an inning, no hits, no runs, 2 walks. His ERA is now 13.50, so it's starting to come down. That's possible. He continues to work following injury woes, posting another scoreless outing. He's not allowed to hit nor run over his last 3 outings. Well, that's good news. Very good news. In St. Lucie, the Hammerheads defeated the Mets 3-1. Aiden Robbins went 3 for 4 with a home run and RBI. He's only run. Reed Stallman went 1 for 3 with a walk. Eli Cerrone III went 0 for 2. Robbins, drafted in the 3rd round this season, had his best game as a professional. He homered, the first in his professional career, and went 3 for 4 as a result. He has an average up to 325 and an OPS of 838. Very exciting prospect. On the mound, Joel Lara pitched 3 1/3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Austin Brown pitched 2 2/3 innings, gave 2 hits, and struck out 4. Dominican Summer League. The Yankees defeated the Mets Blue 11-4. Adrian LaRosa went 2 for 4 with a home run. Jesus Manaya went 1 for 4 with a double. And on the mound, Josbel Torres pitched 2 1/3 innings, gave 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. The DSL Nationals defeated the DSL Mets Orange 2-1 in 8 innings. Let's see. Anderson Ozuna pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts. Ozuna kept the Mets in the game, throwing 5 terrific innings. The 19-year-old has been superb this season. I never heard of him. I haven't heard about him. It's been so good. I haven't heard of him. Throughout his 2-season career, he's got a 2.60 ERA. Of course, 45 innings of work in the DSL. So he's a new name. Well, you let me know what you think about this video. And, of course, please subscribe to the Prospect Hut. And I'll see you later.